Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to PETwatch, the monthly show right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. I'm Laura Clark, the director at the Whatcom Humane Society, and your host for the next half hour, and what a great show we have. As always, we have some fantastic animals looking for permanent, responsible, and loving homes, and they can't wait to meet you. But this show also has several features, including one from our very own Bill Bailey about a trip to the vet with his cat Rooney, a great special on our friends at WeSnip, who are doing fantastic work in the community, and of course, stay tuned, because next is a wonderful video about how you can help us build our future and move into our new home right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. So stay tuned, we'll be right back with a great show. Hi, I'm Laura Clark, Executive Director right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. And if you've been to the Whatcom Humane Society recently, this news won't surprise you. We desperately need a new home. Both our current shelter facilities are tiny and cramped with no ventilation, poor acoustics, crumbling walls, cracked floors, unsafe heating and electrical systems, lack of natural light, leaking roofs, and animal exercise yards that flood when it rains and are impossible to disinfect.
What are you, a golden...
Crucial areas for veterinary care, animal adoptions, storage, humane education, and customer service are virtually non-existent. Operating these facilities is costly and inefficient. The option to remodel or rebuild either facility is not realistic. Simply put, we have no choice. We need to move. But there is some exciting news. A generous donation to our new building fund has provided us with the ability to make our new shelter project a reality. Our new facility will be located on Division Street in Bellingham on over 12 acres of land. Currently, the site contains 2 large steel buildings with over 10,000 square feet of space. The buildings will be remodeled and rebuilt to provide over 19,000 square feet of space to provide services for the animals in our care, as well as to allow us to provide quality programs to the community for generations to come. The property has plenty of room to expand as the need arises. Our new shelter will provide a humane, stress-free home for thousands of animals and a spacious, friendly place for visitors. Cats will have purchase and hiding places, as well as access to sunshine. A cage-free cat colony room will be provided for feline residents who enjoy the company of other cats. Dogs will have indoor-outdoor double-sided runs, fresh air, and kennels large enough for a buddy. There will be separate areas for small animals, exotic animals, and birds. An expanded veterinary clinic will enhance treatment options for injured animals and those suffering from cruelty and neglect. A series of walking trails on the property will allow volunteers to exercise shelter dogs and potential adopters to get to know canine residents. As an open admission shelter, the Whatcom Humane Society remains committed to caring for any animal in need, regardless of the animal's age, breed, temperament, physical or medical condition. Last year, over 4,500 homeless, lost, unwanted, and abused animals came through our doors, needing care and comfort. Our new shelter will allow us to provide services for thousands of animals annually, as well as provide services including adoptions, lost and found, animal control and rescue, and humane education for generations to come. Our plans are exciting, but our dedicated staff and volunteers can't do it alone. Community support is needed to help us build our future. Anthropologist Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small, thoughtful, committed group of citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." For more information on our new building project, visit www.whatcomhumane.org. Together, we can build our future, one animal at a time. Well, let's introduce you to our first pet of the day. This little girl is Sadie, and oh my goodness, she is a little party animal. If she were a person, she would be a wild and crazy sorority girl. Yes, she would. Yes, thank you. She is just a year old, a perfect size. I think she's a Shiba Inu mix. Not sure what she could be mixed with, except she's mixed with fun-loving goofiness. She is so full of energy. Small dog, but wants to play with the big dogs. This is a dog who wants to go, go, go. She would be a great dog to take hiking with you, jogging with you. She'd love to road trip, but what she needs is regular exercise. She doesn't stop. Definitely a dog that needs positive reward-based obedience training. Here at the Whatcom Humane Society, we only recommend trainers that use positive reward-based methods using affection, not correction, when training your dog. So you want to reward her for the behavior that you like instead of just correcting her for the behavior you don't like. She's really smart, eager to please, and is going to be a really quick learner, but definitely needs to learn a few manners. Yes, you do. If you are interested in this dog or any of the animals you see here today on PetWatch, come on down to either of our shelters. Our Williamson Way shelter is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our Baker Creek shelter is open Tuesday through Saturday, noon to 6 p.m. Yes, and as always, oh, she got me right in the mouth. As always, you can learn all about our adoption policies and procedures on our website, whatcomhumane.org. Plain. Thank you. Her name is Sadie. Come on down and meet her right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. I'd like to introduce you to a really great dog with a ton of potential. His name is Buddy. Little bit shy, he's a year and a half old. I think he is a Corgi. What do you think you're mixed with, Buddy? It's a mystery. He's a Corgi mystery mix. Really nice dog, very shy and reserved when he first meets you, a little bit unsure about the world, lacks confidence. Again, positive reward-based obedience training would be a must for this guy to help him learn that the world is not such a scary place. He's really unsure in new situations, but once he warms up, he is just a great dog. Another dog that is a perfect size, would love to go for walks in the park, would love to go on car rides. I could see him traveling in a Winnebago, taking road trips. Just a good dog, really smart, ton of potential. Does have a pretty thick coat and he's a little bit underweight, so high quality diet, regular grooming, get him to your vet for a checkup, and this guy is going to be good to go. A reminder, when you adopt an animal here at the Whatcom Humane Society, before they go home, they are spayed or neutered, fully vaccinated, microchipped, which is a permanent form of identification, treated for fleas, and dewormed. Always important stuff. And that is all included in the adoption fee. Folks, if you go out and you get a free to a good home animal and you had to take them to a local veterinarian, that could cost you hundreds of dollars to get all those services. But here, all included at the Whatcom Humane Society with our adoption fees. Plus, you get a fantastic animal that's going to love you for years to come. Buddy's looking for a home. If it's yours, come on down and meet him right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. We are here with Penelope, and as you can see, she doesn't like people very much at all. She is a young female pit bull mix who thinks she is a lap dog. And she's doing a pretty good job, isn't she? Said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, there is no such thing as a bad pit bull, but there are a lot of really bad and irresponsible pit bull owners out there who have done this breed a disservice. This girl would like to represent for the breed. She is fun, she is sweet, she is sassy, she's food motivated. Who isn't? Hey, Sweet Pea. Oh, I know, she figured out they were in my pocket. She's active, she's friendly, she loves people, she loves other dogs. She just needs a permanent, responsible, and loving homes. All pit bull and pit bull mixes adopted from the Whatcom Humane Society must attend obedience training in order for the adoption to be finalized. It's really important that they get life started on the right paw. And this girl is no different, but she promises that she is going to graduate top of the class and of course be voted most likely to succeed and most beautiful, because they do that sort of thing at Obedience now. Yes, and she loves to give kisses. If you are interested in meeting this young girl, and she is so sweet, I just want to hug her, and she's got these pretty little spots on her nose, come on down and meet her. She's looking for a great home right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. And she knows where the cookies are kept, in my pocket. Well, we're getting ready to go in and meet some great cats available for adoption, but before we do, our very own Bill Bailey, our longtime volunteer producer extraordinaire, was recently at the vet with one of his cats, Rooney. And you know Bill, his camera is never far away, so he filmed the experience. Bill, come over here. Come on over here. PETwatch, Bill Bailey PETwatch.
Hello, PETwatch.
So,
I don't get on this show very often.
I know.
I've been on twice, and somebody, I won't mention names, but Anna from Anacortes saw me on the show. Hadn't seen me in 20 years. I was on, anyway.
He's asking for fan mail. That's his way of saying, please write in.
Please
Bill
don't.
Bailey, care of Whatcom Humane Society, 3710 Williamson Way,
Send it to
Bellingham.
Laura.
Okay, so you were at the vet with Rooney, a WHS adoptee.
Yes, all 4 of our cats are from the shelter.
Awesome.
And Rooney's our only boy cat, and he has long hair, and it's a constant battle with the Klingons, we call them.
Grooming in the personal area.
Yes.
He has some personal grooming issues.
He does have a personal area, and it's always covered with personal things.
Right. So you went to the vet.
Yeah. Well, I asked somebody here at the shelter about it, and they said, yeah, you know, talk to your vet. So I used the cat clinic over on DuPont. Really nice folks over there. And they said, bring them in. We do what they call a bloomer. So I took Rooney in for a bloomer and shot the video.
And how'd that go?
It went really well. Nice folks took very good care of him. They told me that if they had to sedate him, if he wasn't, you know, they could sedate him if they had to, but they didn't have to. He was really good.
Good boy, Rooney.
Yeah, good boy. And they said it would cost anywhere from $16 for a basic bloomer to, you know, 50-ish if they had to sedate him, and they didn't, so the whole thing cost me $16.
And he now feels better, he's cleaner, and you're more aware of the situation, so you can keep track of it.
Well, I asked Liz that did the cutting about that.
Okay.
So maybe I'll put a little audio in right now.
There grows.
How about, you know, trying to do the trim myself? Not with electric, but with maybe scissors?
No, don't do it. You'll end up cutting them.
Really?
Yep, and causing a lot more problems.
So tell me that one more time.
You don't want to try and do it at home with scissors, because you'll end up cutting them. And then we have to see them for cuts and abscesses and things like that. It just causes problems.
It's going to cost you a lot more money
Yes.
than having us do it for you.
It looks like you're almost done there. Huh?
Yeah, I combed out the mats.
Oh,
Yeah,
good job.
Thanks.
That way he's not dealing with those.
He's going to be a happy boy.
Well, thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
You know, it's just a good reminder out there, folks. Long-haired animals, short-haired animals, whatever you have, if you have a question, use your local veterinarian as a resource. Not every visit is going to cost you $300 or $400. If you have a relationship with your vet, chances are they are going to do whatever they can to help you keep your animal healthy at an affordable price.
Yeah, and you can always do a Google too, but they said they have cat groomers and dog groomers, but if your cat needs sedation, they can't do that.
Right.
So it's all, they said, just go ahead and call the vet. And I was real happy with the result. You know, another thing I was thinking about was I often thought that this shelter was associated or affiliated with a national organization. And I just found out after almost 10 years of doing this that you don't.
It's a great topic of discussion. So folks, there are a lot of animal welfare groups out there, both nationally and locally. And you know, you always see the commercials with the sad music, the sad Sarah McLachlan tune. They always get you. But the Whatcom Humane Society is not affiliated with any national or local group other than the Whatcom Humane Society. And that's really a misconception, I think, when people think you donate to a large national group, that the money trickles down to your local shelter, wherever you are. And that just isn't the case. So when you give money to your local shelter, like the Whatcom Humane Society, the money stays here locally, helping animals right here in the community.
Every penny. And you don't get help from any national sort of
Correct. Now, those national groups do a great job in various aspects of helping animals nationally and internationally, and the Humane Society of the United States is one of those organizations. They're more of a lobbyist group. They have their own mission, their own goals that they set forth, but when you give to them, the money stays with them, whereas if you give locally, whether it's to the Whatcom Humane Society or if you're watching this on Comcast On Demand in another community, if you're giving to your local shelter, the money stays there locally, which is so important to support local businesses, local nonprofits, and you're helping animals and people locally. So thanks for bringing that up, Bill.
Yeah, sure. I was surprised. So.
While we have Bill Bailey here, and don't forget, folks, he does like his fan mail. Almost 10 years filming PETwatch as a volunteer. Just can't thank you enough for all you do, and your wife Mary and your family, and you guys are just such great friends to the animals. Thank you.
That's not why I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here because we're going to go do the cats next. So let's go do that. Thanks a lot.
Let's head in to see the cats. Thanks, Bill.
You bet.
Well, we were just talking with Bill Bailey about his long-haired cat, and here we are in our available cat room with a long-haired cat and then some. He's so awesome. His name is Magnus. Very regal name for a very regal cat. He is 7 years young, and he is looking for a mellow, laid-back home where he can be treated like the prince and the king that he thinks he is. He's being a little camera shy now, but usually he thinks the world revolves around him. Now check out this hair. I mean, talk about having a bad hair day. You could do so much with this. It's amazing. Regular grooming is a must for this guy. Actually, you can see he came in badly matted, and our staff had to cut some of those mats out. He was such a gentleman. He just let him do it, was making muffins the whole time, saying it's all good as long as I can roll in some catnip afterwards. Oh, I love him so much. I had a long-haired white Persian for many, many years. They are really great cats. Now, don't listen to what I'm going to say next. Really great cats, but not very bright. Shh. But if that sort of thing doesn't bother you, come on down and meet this guy. He is spectacular. Just a reminder, both of our shelters open Tuesday through Saturday. Here at Williamson Way, we're open 10 to 6, and across town at our Baker Creek shelter, noon to 6. And soon, folks, very soon with community support, we will be consolidating operations and moving into our new home over on Division Street in the Iron Gate neighborhood. Visit whatcomhumane.org on how you can help us make that dream come true, move and give the animals a much more humane shelter. Until then, though, this big guy's looking for a great home. If it's you, come meet him here at the Whatcom Humane Society. We are here with a spectacular cat named Puma, just a year old. She is known, the staff and volunteers say, for being talkative and bossy. Well, the staff also say the same thing about me, so I think we're kindred spirits here, this cat and I. She is fantastic, a social eater. So am I. Oh, Puma, if only there were room on my bed, I could take you home, but there's not. So folks, somebody out there needs to come give this wonderful girl a great new home. While she's eating, and I'm talking, we recently had our annual Woof and Whiskers annual luncheon. A great event we put on here at the Whatcom Humane Society where we say thank you to a special person, business, or group for going above and beyond the paw of duty to help animals in our community. And this year we honored WeSnip, the fantastic, fantastic group that's working so hard to stop pet overpopulation in our community. A great event, a great organization, and our very own Bill Bailey produced this spectacular video outlining all of WeSnip's important work, and we wanted to show it to you. So enjoy.
High quality, low-cost, high-volume spay-neuter is really starting to reach its stride, and we're bringing that to Whatcom County and North Skagit County with the spay station. Our biggest goal is to reduce the pet overpopulation problem, and every day that we can spay and neuter 15 to 20 animals, I feel like we're really making a significant dent in that. That's going to take probably a year or two to really see, but we're chipping away at it.
So far, has it been a success, the space station here in Whatcom County?
Oh, a tremendous success, and we haven't even advertised to the extent that we want to advertise.
I can hear your cell phone ringing.
I know.
We're going to let you answer it. We're going to go see what's going on and head on inside.
It's the way it is. It's the way it is. All right, great.
Thanks, Patricia.
Thanks. We're going to find our 2,000th animal. Scrooge, it's Scrooge, and he belongs to Cat Benjamin. That's for you, Scrooge. All right, Chris, get your butt in here.
Laura, get it up.
All right.
Get guys, get them up.
All right, there we go.
By spaying and neutering for a year and a half and doing 5,000 surgeries, we hope to have prevented hundreds of thousands of pets from being unnecessarily euthanized at the shelters and from not having good homes because there's just too many of them.
Are you ready?
Tell me about 10,000. Has it made a dent?
Well, as far as we can tell, all the numbers suggest that animals are getting, well, fewer and fewer unintentional reproduction is going on, which is our goal. Keep going till we're out of a job. The best way to stabilize numbers with feral animals is to trap, neuter, and return, and stabilize the colony. If the colony is managed, if somebody can step up and be a caretaker for that colony and help trap, or we can help you trap, neuter, and return those animals, trap, vaccinate, neuter, and return those animals, they become stable, and then they're no longer reproducing, and they become a healthier population that's not fighting and not reproducing, and over time that population will start to diminish with just natural attrition and age-related illness.
I'm glad.
All right, little Boots, here we go.
Bye-bye, Boots.
Oh, it's good, huh?
Coco. Huh? Coco. Yeah. She's having a little trouble waking up. Yeah.
Did it come on? All right, take a picture of your mom taking a picture. Did you do it? Your dog.
I don't know what I want your dog.
Oh, yeah. That's what I want to do. Pick her up. Hold her.
Okay, I got her. I got her. Hold her.
I'll be the bearer of that.
We are here with Domino. He is a happy-go-lucky 4-year-old tuxedo cat hanging out in his box. What a great visual. That's one of the reasons on our wish list we do ask for donated shoe boxes or big boxes for the big bone cats, because they love to hide and nest in them. He's a little camera shy. Tuxedo cats are notoriously known. Can you please get up? Here we go. Tuxedo cats are notoriously known for being really eager to please, super friendly, laid back, and mellow, and this guy is no exception. I feel like I'm modeling like a TV or something here. So, if you are looking for a great mellow cat, and I know folks, kitten season is right around the corner, and a lot of folks are waiting for kittens to come in, but adult cats are where it's at. This guy, really, this is all he wants to do. And think of the money you'll save on cat toys when instead you can just bring him a box that you found at the grocery store, because that's all he wants. Throw a little catnip in it. It's legal now, and you will be good to go. His name is Domino. Oh, sure, now he comes out. Looking for a great home? Come on, bud. At the Whatcom Humane Society. I'll give you your box back, I promise. Come on down and meet him.
How can you not be a cat person?
This big dude is George, and he is just cool. Black cats are where it's at, and you can tell this guy's had a little bit of a hard life. He's about 6 years old, and he's got, as I pet him, his skin's a little bit scaly, a little bit underweight, but you can tell that he wants somebody to love, and he's gonna love them back. I think a quiet home would be best for this guy, maybe a home with a retired person or somebody who doesn't have a whole bunch of kids running around. We do get cats that like that kind of household. This guy wouldn't be one of them. I think he wants a big comfy chair. You can sit in the front part of it, he'll sit on the back of it, and maybe watch a good movie, do some bird watching. Spring is in the air, maybe have a hummingbird feeder outside the window for him to watch, and he is just going to be a great cat. He's got a very wise face, I think. I think he's a deep thinker, and you could have some really good discussions with this guy. Huh, absolutely. Can't go wrong. 6 years old or 6 years young, as I like to say. And just a reminder, folks, about our Young at Heart program. Any person over the age of 55 who adopts a cat or dog over the age of 5 years, the adoption fee is just $55. What a bargain. And not only is it a bargain for you, you get an awesome cat or dog to love. What do you think, George? 2 paws up from him. Come on down and meet him. He is a cool cat looking for a great new home. This little girl is Zoe, and she's a little cranky because I woke her up, so you can't blame her for that. But boy, what a spunky gal she is. Just a year old, little female tabby, short-haired, beautiful markings, and she is just sassy, friendly, sweet. The volunteers and the staff just love her. I think she'd do well in an active home where she could play and run, power nap. Probably a home with other animals may work if they're respectful animals. Can be a little shy when you first meet her, but once she figures out that you're a friend, forget about it. She's all about the love. Really tiny little girl, kind of supermodel thin. Looking for a home that will, of course, treat her like she thinks she's a supermodel, let's face facts. And with a name like Zoe, like for sure, like she wants a home where she can like get lots of like food and love and like playtime and like, oh my God. She's not allowed to text though. It's a no-no. So if this cat is for you, her name is Zoe. She's a cutie, looking for a permanent, responsible, and loving home right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. Like, oh my God, for sure. Well, that was our show. I sure hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I want to thank the folks over at the Cat Clinic for letting Bill film them. Congratulate our good friends at WeSnip for all of their work. I want to thank all the great staff and volunteers here at the Whatcom Humane Society for working so hard to help animals in our community. I want to thank our friends at Comcast and BTV Channel 10 for bringing PETwatch to you. And of course, I want to thank all of you for tuning in week after week, month after month, year after year. I'm Laura Clark right here at the Whatcom Humane Society. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on PETwatch.